Good morning. You're listening to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey. Have you ever woke up in the morning and decided you wanted to do something and then you decided to change your mind, or you thought, oh, it's going to rain outside, or it's too hot, or maybe the traffic is going to be too horrific for you to even go out and do what you really want to do if it's nothing other than take a walk? Well, this week that happened to me. I got up this one morning and I wanted to walk the beach because I'm a beach lover. And I thought of how it was going to rain, listening to the weatherman, 40% chance of rain. So I laid back in bed and I said, no, I'm not going to walk because it's going to rain. Immediately, my thought changed and said, what does that matter? When is it going to rain? Is it going to rain now, in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, this evening? So I got back up and I got dressed and I went outside and I walked 2 blocks to the beach. And I walked on the beach, took my sandals off, and let my feet just breathe. And I walked maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm telling you, it was so revitalizing. It was so wonderful. The weather was like perfect. The wind was blowing, the sun was shining, and the birds was flying in front of me. And it was as if the Lord was showing me how easy today would be for me and how to have fun, because the birds that I was watching, they were just flying and playing and just going along with their day. And to me, it just made me realize that even the birds, doesn't matter how the weather is, they're going to still do what they do. So it just hit me that, Opal, no matter what's going on, no matter how cloudy the day may be or how the day may turn out to be or what is projected for that day, it doesn't matter, because you have to have fun. You have to enjoy your life. And most of the time we tend to condition our lives based on our circumstances, based on our situations, or based on other people perception of what our day is supposed to be. And then we wind up not doing what we really wanted to do or or desired to do. So then we turn around and we just do nothing. And we sit there and another day has gone away and you didn't do what you planned to do. So this kind of really hit me at home when I was walking the beach. But the most important thing that I found when walking the beach was that there are different sand. I don't know if that is the right way to say it, but as I'm walking, certain parts of the beach is smooth. Certain parts of the beach have seashells. And then there were certain parts of the beach that had indentation of the sand and the waves from throughout its course of life. And I noticed that is exactly how our lives are. One moment, our life can be smooth sailing. The next moment, we could be walking on some rocky ground. And then the next moment, we can just fall in some holes or fall in some situations we didn't really think that was, very pleasant or what we really wanted to be in life. And the storm's coming and the waves is roaring and all these things. And then you keep walking and you realize, hey, I'm right back on the smooth ground. And that's what our lives are. We can't always predict that our life is going to be perfect, because God never told us our life would be perfect. He always told us that he will be with us through these things that we go through. And so I just want to encourage you today to start this morning, if you haven't, to get a right perspective of life, to not hold back from enjoying the things that you want to do based on the opinion of other people, based on the weather condition, based on your situation, because you know what? You can really find joy in everything that we do. A good friend gave me a pamphlet and it says opportunities everywhere. And I'm finding that out more and more even now. So as I was continuing to walk on the beach and I was heading home, I just happened to look down in the water and I seen this really huge seashell. And I'm like, what in the world is that? So I went over to it. It was the most beautiful thing in the most turmoil situation, because the waves were boisterous that morning. And I ran over to it, picked it up, and I kind of let the water run over it to wash all the sand off of it. And I just stood there and was just at awe of this beautiful seashell, huge seashell. And I looked at how it was indented, how it had broken off, but yet it never changed its identity. So it's just like our lives. We can be hit on every corner. We can feel like we've been run over by life itself. But you know what? It doesn't change who we are. And so I just want to just let you meditate on that this week, to not allow the things that come your way to distract you or to tear you down or to make you feel like this is not what your life is all about, because it's not. It really isn't. And our life is so much more than what we see, what we're going through. And even though it may be the toughest time you're facing right now, you may be facing someone who's very sick or going through things yourself. I just want to just encourage you to don't stop being you. Get out there and do something that is good for you. The things that you used to do that maybe you put aside because of things going on in your life, you just realize, hey, I don't have time for this. I'll just do this later. But guess what? Your later will be every day. Every day will be your later. And then next thing you know, a week gone by and you haven't done it. A month gone by and you still haven't done it. So take this time to really think about your life. Think about the things that is hindering you. Think about the things that you're allowed to stop you from really enjoying your life, and to just say no. Say, I'm going to enjoy my life no matter how bad it may look like or seem. And it may be really, really bad. You may be going through some really rough stuff. But you know what? You don't have to stop living through it. And that's how we overcome life, by pressing through those things, believing for better, hoping for better, knowing that there is hope. There is a possibility of change in spite of what is being said, in spite of what we see or even believe. If nothing else, it changes our perception, and nothing else, it changes our heart toward things and toward people. So we always have to look at the opportunity of what God is showing us throughout the day, and to embrace those good things and embrace the things that he's showing us, because in his nature, he speaks to us every single day, even in the clouds, the sun, the wind on the trees, the leaves blowing, he's speaking. And if we just take the time and just slow down and just say, I'm going to just do what I love to do, no matter what the weather is. And I made that conclusion. I said, if it rain on me while I'm out there, at least I'm doing what I want to do and what I love to do. And if I get rained on, I get rained on doing something good. And I'm telling you, it was so relaxing. That morning, the rest of the day was like smooth sailing to me, because my spirit was calm. My mind was calm. So then I set the atmosphere for everything else to be calm. So I just wanted to encourage you with that this morning, and just let you know that don't allow yourself to not do the things that you really love doing because you're going through something. Press beyond that. Do it anyway, even if you don't feel like it, even if you are exhausted, even if you don't think that you have the strength to do it, because God gives us the strength every single day. So be encouraged this morning, throughout the week. Just go out and do the things you love to do, and know that God is for you. He promised to never leave you. He promised to never turn his back on you or forsake you. And that's a promise that I have learned. That's a promise that he has shown me in my life. And I take that every single day, no matter what's going on in my life, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what trials or heartache or pain that I may be facing throughout my day. That is my consolation. That is my reward, my prize, my little banner that I see before me is that God said he'll never leave me or forsake me. So I just want to encourage you today, get out there, live again. As the song says, breathe again, love again, enjoy your life again, and see all the good things that God has in store for you. And I just want to thank you for tuning in to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey. Be encouraged. God bless.